Hello everybody, welcome back to Diamonds and Stitches with Susan. I'm going to take a break from the wolf for just a little bit and work on Jasmine's picture. This is the picture that is going to my daughter for Christmas and is currently 50 by 40. I did the unboxing of it for last week's video. Again, please don't come down on me for copyright infringement. I got this before I realized Jasmine was never getting reimbursed for these paintings, but I bought it for my daughter and I want to do it for my daughter. So this is a square painting, which I've been working on rounds for quite a while now, so I kind of have to get back into the groove of doing squares. So right now I am working 939. It is the biggest color in this picture. There is no 310, if you can believe that. All the dark colors is 939. And I don't know how long this video is going to be, so if it's not very long, I apologize. Just got a lot of things going on. So I want to kind of give you an update of what's going on with the channel. I have gone ahead and decided to move my game playing to its own channel. I'm not going to have any more gaming videos on this channel. So if you like those videos, please look up Living the Gaming Life. That is my gaming channel. I'll actually put a link to it underneath in the description. So I'm going to go back to just using the single placer because my drills are not going on very straight. So when I use a multi-placer, I feel like multi-placers work better with rounds than they do with square drills. So this will go up, and I am going to go ahead and do another stitch with me on the wolf. So trying to be a little bit more consistent with my videos. I know I say that a lot. So just gotta be patient with me. I am enjoying my 4-day weekend. I took Friday off and I get Monday off because it's Columbus Day and I work for a government contract, so we get the government holidays off, which means I will also get Veterans Day off next year. So I'm super excited. Probably won't take a 4-day weekend for that one. Hopefully we'll be just a little bit more busy at work. So if I do, I'll probably work the Saturday before just to get paid for it, because there won't be any more liberal leave probably. And Halloween is coming up so fast. I don't really do Halloween, honestly. Okay, just trying to get these situated. Oh, Don't you hate it when you go to pick up a drill and your pen doesn't pick it up? I'm using my unicorn pen since I'm working on my Jasmine's picture. My Jasmine. My daughter's picture. That's my Jasmine. She's my Jasmine. So, just to give you an update, I have on what I talked about in the kitting up video about that poor dog in the show. As far as I know, they have not found the person that did it. I'm sure the owner has already come home. I can just imagine how devastated he is, because I would be like completely inconsolable if something like that happened to my dog. I would be ready to freaking find somebody and skin them alive. You just don't do that to somebody's animal. So, even the most vicious animal doesn't deserve that. So I'm still hoping that they'll be able to find the person that did it and bring some justice to that poor puppy who did nothing but just happened to sneak out of an open door in his home, and that's all that he did. And then that happened to him. It just burns me up alive to know that there are people out there that would do that. So, but we're getting close to just being under 2 months for Christmas, so I really got to like step it up and get to work on these, or I will begin to end up proving Kenneth wrong by them not being done. So what I may do is that I get up pretty early every morning, so maybe instead of going to work so early, I will come in here and try to work on this for about an hour each morning. So that'd probably be the smart thing to do. We'll see if I can follow that up. Sometimes talking about good intentions is easier than actually doing them. So now what I need to do is that I need to take a weekend off from cross stitching and just work on these, because I know that if I just sit back, either put a podcast on or an audio book or Netflix, I can really knock them out. But I'm also doing something with Kenneth that I'm enjoying doing, so I don't want to miss out on that either. So it's like, it's a very big conundrum. So, because I want to get Jacob's done, and I want to get Jasmine's done, and I want to get my mom's done. So my mother-in-law. And apparently I'm not going to be able to use a multi-placer with this because it will not work right. It will not make the drill straight. So, yeah. Conundrum. Okay, another thing I want to tell you all, if you hadn't noticed, I have created another channel that is just going to be Heaven and Earth Designs, which is a cross-stitching designer. And as of right now, I don't have a name for it. Yeah, I can't figure out what I want to call it. So, but that is where everything that I do revolving Heaven and Earth Designs will be. Anything that is not Heaven and Earth Designs, I will still put on this channel. There just may not be very much. So if you're here for my stitching videos and you like Heaven and Earth Designs, consider running over to my new channel, which right now, tentatively, I think I like the name Stitching Hade with Love or something like that. You know, I need to have the name in the channel name, because I did ask Michelle, who runs Heaven and Earth Designs, if I might be able to use her company name in my title, and I told her what I was going to be doing, and she said she loved that idea. So while I have her permission to do that, I am not affiliated with her. So, but that one is going to be all about Hade. So I'm looking forward to really growing that channel. I'll be stitching and talking about new designs that are coming up, and you know, just a little bit of everything with Heaven and Earth Designs, just because I think that they are absolutely wonderful. And I have not gotten a chart from them that I did not like. You know what, I think maybe I will just go ahead and just do updates on here on this channel, but anything that like Stitch With Me's, and I'm doing Heaven and Earth, will be over on that other channel, so I don't want to confuse anything. Trying to make sure I don't lose any, because I'm not sure about this company, because I've never ordered from them before. How many drills, if any, extra that they provide. So trying not to lose any if I can avoid it. The drills seem to be good at quality. They weren't staticky when I did the kitting up on it, so they seem to be sticking really well. The canvas is pretty sticky, so it's just when I tried to do the whole multi-placer with the squares, it wasn't turning out very well. I didn't like it, so that's why I went just to my unicorn pen. So, but we survived the big storms that happened. We actually had another storm come through on Thursday night, which had me rattled, thinking it was gonna flood all over again, and it did flood a little bit. It broke the road up some more, and so, but there was so much damage to the roads that I'm driving my big truck down a dirt road at like 10 miles an hour because I don't want to tear my truck up. And because it's getting colder, I get out there in the truck in the morning, and the first thing that comes on is my tire pressure light. And I know that my tires aren't low because as I'm driving, the pressure goes up, but it's just because it's getting so cold in the morning that the tires register at a lower PSI than what they actually are. So that's something I'm going to have to get used to for the next few months. It's when it doesn't go up as I'm driving or as it warms up a little bit that I need to start getting worried. Like, oh, maybe it is going a little flat. So, and then my sister came out Friday night. She had an early plane to catch at X&A, which is not far from where I live. So she came out and stayed the night Friday. And so she'll be in California all week, and I'll go after work to pick her up on Friday, bring her home. Her car is parked here, so I feel better about it. I wouldn't have liked having her car parked in the airport parking lot all week, So yeah, so we went and, me and Kenneth went and got it. She called us and asked us if we would go ahead and come pick it up, which, Teresa, if you're reading this, would have been better if you just let us take you to the airport. So, we had a heck of a time trying to find it. She gave us the right column row number, but she told us it was short-term parking, but it was an economy instead. So, yeah, we had some fun looking for it. And she drives a Chevy Equinox, which is quite lower to the ground than my truck. And I got back to the house and I told Kenneth I felt like I was driving on the ground, because I get so used to my truck that getting into a car, it just seems weird. So I was like, oh no. So yeah, but she's got it. I like her car. She has the big screen on it like I do my truck. So of course, when we get to the airport, all we had to do was look for the license plate, because she has a custom license plate. Which, Teresa, again, if you're watching this, and if you ever watch The Good Place, you'll know that having a custom license plate is going to send you to the bad place. I hope you've seen that show, Teresa. I highly recommend it if you haven't. It's on Netflix. It's hilarious. It's got Kristen Bell in it, and Ted Danson, and yeah. Maya Rudolph is actually in it the last couple of seasons, so. My drills are not straight at all. Not straight. Not straight. So, but yeah. So she stayed in Jasmine's room. Jasmine stayed the night with Never. And she left early Saturday morning. And Kenneth and I went, got the car, came and parked it, and then we went to the grocery store. We like to go to the grocery store early before the crowds hit. I don't like being in large crowds, which doesn't make sense since I went to a big Backstreet Boys concert a couple of months ago. But that's different. I concentrated on the Backstreet Boys and my husband, not the crowds. So, that was worth it. But, I'm already liking how this is coming. I know it's just a little bit so far, and I'm going to actually change colors here in just a little bit, because I don't want to leave gaps. And I was actually going to take the plastic covering from the wolf picture and put over here and just kind of like do the extreme cross country again. But yeah, I'll just leave it like it is. So let me tell you, my husband and I decided that we're going to do what I had originally wanted to do with World of Warcraft Classic, is just do a complete walkthrough, 1 through 60, completely on film. So we started Night Elf characters, and we filmed about, I want to say about 3 videos last night, around an hour, hour and a half each one. That is going on the gaming channel, which is, if you're interested, is called Living the Gaming Life. I better not go down too far. You won't be able to see it. Right now it's empty. I am currently in the process of uploading videos. I will say that I don't edit the videos, so what you see is what happened while we're playing. And because we actually play next to each other, you can kind of hear an echo when Kenneth is talking, because you hear him talking from my microphone, and then you hear him in our talking program, which is Discord. So you're kind of going to hear an echo involved with that. I don't know of any way of being able to avoid that, because if Kenneth did not use Discord, you wouldn't be able to hear him at all. Yeah, you'd be able to hear him through the my microphone, but you wouldn't be able to hear him very clearly. And he does do a lot of the talking in the videos. So just because he always seems to be able to find something to talk about that I can't, that I forget about. So if you don't mind hearing my husband talk, then a lot of the videos for him. But what we're doing is that we're doing completely everything on video. We're not doing anything side-wise. We're not doing anything that basically we're not doing anything that's not going to be recorded. And these videos are mostly for people who have never played WoW and would like some starter tips. Because the first couple of videos is mostly just us talking about what you can do, little tips and tricks, things like that. Every video won't be like that. A lot of videos you'll just hear us gabbing with each other. So don't think that you're always going to get like stuff that's not very interesting. It's like, oh, I know that already. I don't want to hear about that again. So like I said, it is geared towards people who've never done it before, but also I think it might be fun for those who haven't. We're working completely in the Night Elf area. We're not moving to the human area or anything like that. So everything will be completely Night Elf. So, and it'd actually be nice because there's a lot of areas in WoW, in Classic WoW, that, yeah, I may have done them to get like an achievement, but I never really studied what I was doing. So this would be kind of fun, even for myself. So, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get another color, because I think I'm getting down to where you're not being able to see very much. Okay, so let's trade out colors. And this is going to be weird because the last couple of paintings I did extreme cross country. So I have to get used to changing out colors again. Come on. Come on. Sometimes the boat don't want to release the drills. Let go of the drills. You don't need them anymore. And I think when I'm done with this painting, you know how if you've watched my how I keep my extra drills, I kind of keep all my vendors together, their drills. I think with this one, I'm going to just, I'll probably put these with ones that I've only got like a couple of paintings from, just to hopefully eliminate those cases where I would just have one or twos, onesie twosies. Okay, let's see. The percentage sign is 37.50. I need to get my other one. My other one. 37.50. There it is. This is another one of my big ones. I had to put it in 2 different containers. So, and this kind of a tealish color, so get my little spoon. I'm still using a baby spoon. This is what I use to put my drills in my boat. So, hey, it works, right? So, and I bought like a container of 6. So if by some miracle, chance, happening, I do get to become a grandma, I will already have baby spoons. Okay, so these are going to be filling in my little gaps here. So, filling in the gaps, filling in the gaps. Come with me as you're filling in the gaps. Okay, yes, I am crazy, super nutty. I told Kenneth, I said, today is my second Saturday, and it's kind of hard, so I'm going to move this up just a little bit so I can make sure that I'm actually using the right. I am. Okay, good. Sorry. It would be just my luck that I would use the wrong color. Like I ain't ever done that before, right? It's almost as bad as stitching with the wrong color. Sometimes I wish that they gave you paper patterns of these as well, just so that if you can't see the color very well, you can just look at the paper pattern. Maybe I should take a picture of the pattern, that way I can refer to that. I think it's just because it's such a dark color, because I can see these other drill symbols. So, okay, I am going to talk wrestling for just a little bit. If you don't like wrestling, you can kind of tune me out. If you do, then maybe you can agree or disagree or whatever you want to do. But I'm going to talk wrestling for just a little bit. So, I watch 99.9999% exclusive WWE. And I say that because there's a new promotion that came out recently. I just started being on television. So, but WWE. Last Sunday was a pay-per-view. It was called Hell in a Cell, and Seth was battling the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Now, in Hell in a Cell, where you're basically in a cage, locked, can't get out, okay? So, there's not supposed to be any disqualifications, anything like that in the Hell in the Cell. And it's supposed to be, it's made out to be brutal. That's the whole gimmick of it, is that it's supposed to be brutal. Dum ba dum bum bum bum. Do I not have a pair of tweezers over here? I know I do somewhere. Tweezers. There they are. See, I will just pick you up and put you where you belong. Put you where you belong. Okay. So, Hell in a Cell. Supposed to be brutal, supposed to be no disqualification, supposed to be anything goes. The match was, I didn't like the match. Now, that is hard for me to say because I do like everything that Seth Rollins does. That's just me because I'm psycho. He can do no wrong in my opinion, but like again, that's just me because I'm psycho. He gets disqualified in this match. And it does not make any sense. So the match ended stupidly, you know. And Bray Wyatt still got the upper hand on Seth, which has been going on for the last few weeks, which really has been freaking making me mad. Literally, I have been pissed off at Raw for like the last month, it seems like. So, okay. Go back to this past Friday. Okay, so there's 2 shows on WWE. There is Monday Night Raw, and there was Tuesday SmackDown Live. Both on USA Network. And so, for some reason, they decided that they were going to start having SmackDown be Friday Night SmackDown on the Fox Network. Alright, that's fine, no big deal. So, but they want to completely brand specific wrestlers on each brand. Where before, you could be a wild card and appear on both shows. Now they want brand specific wrestlers. No SmackDown wrestlers will go to Raw. No Raw wrestlers will go to SmackDown. It'll be completely separate, which I don't know what they're going to do about the Women's Tag Team Championship, because basically that title is supposed to be on both shows. But we'll see what happens. Anyway. Anywho. Okay. So, Seth Rollins had to wrestle Roman Reigns. First match on Friday night. These guys are brothers. No, not brothers, but they're as close as brothers. They were in the Shield together. Right, Becky? But so they had to wrestle each other to determine who would get the first round draft pick for the night. And so because they were doing a draft to hold who was going to be on what show. Now, Seth being the Universal Champion, I'm pretty much was sure that he was out of the draft because they're not going to put the Universal Champion on SmackDown. So he was considered, I'm guessing he was considered out because he was never picked that night. So, who should happen to come up out of the ring and attack Seth but Bray Wyatt? I am so over this feud. I am. It's just bordering on freaking nonsensical now. I don't like Bray Wyatt's character. I've never really been a fan of Bray Wyatt, so it's kind of easy for me to not like what he's doing right now. So, but yeah, so technically Roman was disqualified because somebody came in and attacked Seth, and that's usually how it works. So Raw got the first pick of the night, and their first pick they picked Becky, which makes sense because they want to keep couples together, and Seth is going out with Becky. They're actually engaged, which is wonderful. I love them together, so it works. I didn't at first, but I've gotten used to it. I love it. So this is what I was hoping was going to happen. I was hoping that Bray Wyatt would go to SmackDown. I was hoping that Randy Orton would go to Raw. And if you don't know who these are, I'm sorry. I was hoping that I was kind of hoping that Roman would be put back on Raw. Let's see. What else am I hoping on? I was kind of hoping Braun would go to SmackDown because I was tired of seeing him. And I wanted Alexa Bliss and Charlotte to be on Raw. No, I was pretty much resigned to the fact that Charlotte would not go to Raw because she was the SmackDown champion, women's champion. So I was resigned to that. But I got quite a few of my wishes. Bray Wyatt is now on SmackDown, And since I don't religiously watch SmackDown, I don't have to see him very much. So, yay! Randy got drafted to Raw. So, again, yay. Alexa got drafted to Raw. Again, yay. And Charlotte actually had a match at the end of the SmackDown where she had to defend her SmackDown Championship to Bayley, and Charlotte lost, which means my hope of Charlotte coming to Raw is still open. So, yay. Almost a yay. Hopefully a yay. We will find out Monday when they finish the draft who all is going where. So, I'm super excited. I think that they would bring Charlotte to Raw just because her boyfriend is on Raw. And like I said, I think they like to keep couples together. Becky is going up against Sasha, I believe, tomorrow night to determine the first round, the first pick of the night. And since Raw is a 3-hour show, they get 3 picks, as opposed to SmackDown, who gets 2 since they're a 2-hour show. So it seems fair. Oh, I'd also like to have Shinsuke come to SmackDown, but or to Raw, but I don't think that will happen. So. I'm almost done with this section of this color. But, okay, let's talk AEW. AEW is short for All Elite Wrestling. It is a new promotion that just started a couple weeks ago on TNT. They think they are the best. Come on. You've been around maybe 3 or 4 months. You cannot come out and say you're the best. Plus, your promotion is not even going on Monday nights to even go head to head with Raw, or Friday nights to go head to head of a SmackDown. So you're just in the middle of the week, and yeah, you're going up against like NXT, but seriously. But yeah, so stop saying you're the best. Try being around for 50 years, and then you can say you're the best. So I started watching the first episode that was on a couple weeks ago because I didn't watch it when it was on. And I was like, no. Yes, it has Dean Ambrose, aka Jon Moxley, on it. But I just can't see me watching it just for one person. Granted, I do watch wrestling a lot of the time just for Seth, but I do like a lot of the other people that's on there. And I will sit and I'll watch a 3-hour Raw. Even if Seth isn't on it, which I had to last Monday because Seth wasn't on it. Sorry, got a little loud there for a second. So, but you know, it is what it is. So, I reached the bottom, almost reached the bottom where you won't be able to see any. Okay, let's do another color. Wait. Pretty sure I got all of these in this section. See, do a section at a time. It's easier to make sure you don't miss any of them. Okay, this is good. All right. Let's... This is actually one of the very first diamond paintings I ever got. Okay. What color is symbol 3? There's only a few. 814. I'm not even going to pour them out. I'm just going to pull them directly from the container. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this little section. So, come on. I have to get the tweezers out. My pen isn't wanting to capture any. It's being stubborn. Okay. Wow, even my my tweezers aren't wanting to capture any. There's that. And there's that. Yep, see, easy peasy, that was off. Okay. Let's see. And at symbol is 501. There's not very many of that one. So I got some chili cooking in the kitchen in a crock pot. Had the beans cooking all day yesterday. And now I cooked up the hamburger meat and added it. So I'm just waiting for that to kind of soak in together. And I actually put just a little bit of, I don't like spicy stuff. I can't do jalapenos very well. But I actually did put a little bit of cayenne pepper and chipotle pepper. Not the actual chipotles, it's just a powder spice into it. So I'm hoping that I didn't make it too hot. But I did it mostly for Kenneth because he does like hot stuff, and he has to deal with not being able to put too much spice in a bunch of his food because I can't do it. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you can for the person that you love. So that's what I did. I put a little bit of spice in it. Come on, get in there. So. But there's enough there that we can actually eat it for lunch and for dinner. So yeah, I make a big crock pot of it when I make it. So Now this is much easier to make sure you don't miss any. It's just sometimes when you're working on a smaller painting, you just want to do all of one color just so that you can be done with that color. So just about got all of these, and then I'm probably going to go ahead and call it good. I think there's a couple more. Video is a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be, which is good. I like making longer videos. I like watching longer videos. So. That is all for that symbol on what you all can see. So close this up so I don't accidentally fall and spill. All right, so this is our start. It's a pretty good start, I think. So all right, so thanks y'all for watching, and keep an eye out for another stitch with me working on the dragon, or not the dragon, but the wolf. So I still need to get that one done, but I just want to do a little bit something different, get this started so I can feel like I'm accomplishing something. So, all right, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you later. Bye.